I got 99 problems, and Twisted Wonderland's probably about 75 of them. Hey guys, it's Scout. Welcome to another Twist Merch Reviews. Today we are going to be talking about super cute stuff. So it's going to be some figures and some plushies. And I think I have a couple of the miscellaneous items. It's going to be fun. It's going to be cute. Welcome. So I'm going to start off with, of course, my wonderful little assistant Ruggie. I adore this. This was like the first official figure that we had gotten released was the Cupasket line. I love the attention to detail on these guys and the amount of detail. Like, they really go all out to get, like, his necklace painted and everything. It's really wonderful. For the size that they are and the price point, like, this is excellent. And they're super easy to come by at this point too, which is nice. So you don't have to, like, really hunt around for a lot of them. As soon as I saw they came out with Ruggie, like the second he was released, I had to nab one. I needed him. I was kind of worried that they weren't going to make other figures or anything, and well, we're lucky this year because now they're coming out with the Nendos, and I will be absolutely reviewing the Nendoroids as soon as I get those. Ruggie will be coming out this next month, so hopefully, like, by November at the latest, depending on their release date and how long it takes for him to actually ship to me. We'll definitely talk about those. I do have Floyd pre-ordered as well, and they're probably going to get me with Sebek when he comes out too. But they're definitely they're on my docket to talk about. I also recently got the Crowley Cupasket, because he was like, he was $2. I couldn't say no, and I'm glad I didn't, because just the amount of detail on the sculpting on him, just his jacket and all the little bits and everything, I love it. Like, these are so cute. They're so underrated. It's adorable. So if you want some good, like, easy to find and, like, not gonna break your bank representations for your characters, the Cupasket line is definitely it. I also had gotten one of the little Gashapon trading figures. And I went with Azul because I thought he could sit on my computer and judge me when I'm trying to do anything business related, or like, hey, remember to do your taxes this year, idiot. So, you know, I like having certain characters to, like, kind of chill at my desk and help influence me in positive ways. And who better for business than Azul? But even then, these little guys, again, these are fantastic. They're in, like, the $4 to $6 range, depending on where you find them at, and secondhand or not. But these are adorable. Again, the details are great. The sculpting's great. I like that on their little base, it has... Oh, it's upside down. Good job. It has their dorm symbol and everything, which is really cool. I was kind of hoping he could sit without it, but he is a little top-heavy with it, so you kind of do need it, but that's okay. They're still adorable as hell, and of course, one of my favorite things about Twist merch is that they do every single character. When they don't, it's just the dorm leaders, and that's fine. But, like, no boy gets left behind, no dorm does not get rep. And that's great because, like, everyone is someone's favorite, so you're bound to find exactly what you're looking for. I also recently got the Bandai Ichiban Kuji Sebek figure. He was unfortunately one of the cheaper ones, which is one of my motivators for it, because not a lot of people like him. I love Sebek. He's just so adorable, and I love his devotion to Malleus. It's just, he's so over the top and loud and cute. And I do love him for the fact that a lot of people don't like him. Like, I like Trey for the same reasons. But like I said, we don't hate any boys in this house. We love all the boys equally. These little figures are adorable. I love the little chibi style. They are a little top heavy, and of course my camera isn't quite there for it, so he is a little top heavy, and he tends to fall over a little bit, but he does sit nicely. These ones, they're a tough one, because some of them, like Sebek was like around like $10, some of, like, the staff can go for a little bit cheaper, but then you get like Floyd, and I've seen them go for like $250 or something absurd. These guys tend to run really rampant with, like, popular characters, with being more expensive than others. But it's how devoted are you, and how much money are you willing to spend? It's Twisted Wonderland, so they know I'm going to spend half the time anyways. But I do need to, be a little conservative sometimes. But he's one of my favorites. I love it. So I'm going to pop over to plushies, I did get one of the, I think there's like called the book style plushies, but I had to get Grimm. He didn't come in the box, so he was like $2 also. Fantastic deal on that. I love these little figures. They do come in like boxes that are shaped like books, which is really cute. So they're a little bigger than it needs to be. But like, oh my gosh, look at him. And I love that his gem is an actual like metal and gem, you know, piece. It's not just printed fabric or anything. He's super soft because he's made of minky, which I love. Palm size for portability. He does have a little shot bead keychain to attach to bring him with you. Definitely a good one. I was thinking of also getting like the big like life-size Grimm, but I wasn't ready to shell out for that yet. So I went with just a little one, something small to sit with me and make me happy. He chills out by my bed. Along with the keychain size ones, I also had to get Ruggy from the Aniplex. I think it's just the Aniplex plushies. They're smaller than I thought, because they make them look bigger in the pictures, of course. But he does also have a keychain, which you can loop, because it does detach, which is really nice. I like that. So, and he does have a pin on the back, so if you want to pin him to something, or hook him on and pin him for extra strength, which is nice, because I would die if I lost him. He is also currently just hanging on my wall, hanging out with my bed. These ones are probably one of my favorite small plushies, just because I love the style. Like, I love that their eyes look like the in-game models for the chibis. But he just has such a soft, sweet expression. His hair looks really good. His ears are cute. I like the detail on his uniform. Like, his bandana is a separate piece from everything. But it's one like where his shirt is actually separate from his pants, because a lot of time they just print it all into one piece. But these are adorable. I love these. So hard pressed to not get everybody. But I have to remind myself I don't need 22 plushies of all the boys, so we just got to keep it simple here and there. Definitely recommend this line though. Love them. So I did set out to find like the perfect Floyd plushie to cuddle with, because I will admit I do still sleep with stuffed animals. No shame here, kids. I don't care. I like having something to prop my arms up. So I had bought the Nizzleberry of Floyd, and he's large. He's such a big boy. Look at him. I love him. He has the like right length for cuddling, which is nice. The only problem is I think his head's a little bit too big, so he does tend to like dominate your arm space. But like lengthwise, they're perfect. Head size is just a little bit too big. But again, I love his little grin. The smile is to die for. It's so cute, and they look like the in-game models. I love it. All the Octoboys kind of have the problem with the hat kind of getting mushed. But you know, it's just how we suffer. I love that they do the details. I do love that, like, his clothes are actually kind of separate. Like, his jacket is a separate piece from the rest. And it is printed, so it does have all the key details and everything. So he wasn't too terribly expensive either, which was nice. But he was my holdover for a while until the Aniplex Jumbo plushies came out. So I had this guy pre-ordered, and it was one of those like, oh hey, let's just push the date back. Okay, cool, when's it coming out? Eventually. So worth it. So worth it when he did. Oh my gosh. The Jumbo plushies are like my favorites. I think they say they're 32 inches. Whatever. They're big, they're cuddly. He's made of this like soft mochi, like all the way through. So you can squish him. Even his hat is stuffed, which is a nice touch. But like, super cute, embroidered face, which is nice. This is one where everything is printed on in one piece. But soft minky. So he's incredibly soft, incredibly squishy. These are a joy to hold. I absolutely love everything about these. So yeah, I had him sitting in pre-orders for the longest time, and I finally did get him. And I'm very glad that I got him. I also had been hunting out for Ruggy, because the place I ordered them from only had a couple of them available for pre-order, because I missed out from Aniplex's site. But I did recently get Ruggy also, and oh my gosh, look at him. Look at him! Look at his little face! I love it, and his hair has great detail on it. Some of it does like to kind of stick down, so it doesn't really... It's not quite as floofy as you would hope, like with the smaller plushie, but like his ears are even stuffed, so they actually have like some good squish to them. He's probably my favorite to cuddle with, just because like Floyd's hat tends to get in the way, because you have like, you know, hat in between you and there, so you're like choking. You end up like choking poor Floyd around his face because his hat's there, and then Ruggy is just like comfortably where he should be, and that's okay because I'm gonna cuddle them both anyways. This is what I spend my adult money on. This is why I have a job. It is for twist merch and cute things. I just, again, I love it. The attention to detail and just the cute faces. My gosh. This is one, if I had the money and the space for it, I would love to get every single one and just have an entire cuddle pile of all the boys in bed. It's dumb pipe dreams of if I was a millionaire. But those are all of my figures and plushies for the moment. And actually, I think I lied on that. Because I did totally forget that I have an acrylic standee figure of Ruggy in his Halloween outfit, which is perfect for now because we have the Halloween event going on in English, and I am dying inside. Jade did not come home. I got lucky and Vil did come home, and I have one more 10-pull. I'm hoping I'll be able to get Cater's SSR on this one. But I do have my boy in his adorable little pirate uniform. I don't know when they're going to release, like, the next batch of Halloween. They might make us wait till next year, or they might cram it down our throats this year also. I have no expectations, because the EN server just likes to make me suffer, because we had Camp Vargas just before Halloween, and all of my gems, of course, went to getting my boy. But I got him. I'm happy. I'm suffering, but I'm happy. I love the acrylic standees, honestly. They're so small and so cute. And they do look really nice on the shelf. So he's a cool little shelf filler. He was one of those little bits that I had gotten in a large bundle. Like, I got the candy pen and like a ton of pins, buttons all together. Well worth it. Absolutely well worth it. I do want to show off these, because I had bought they're called the Roman style badges for the drawing, and I love the art for these. It's so pretty and unique, and it's just so soft with the pencil drawing. I love it. But I had gotten specifically for these buttons, they are badge frames. So they were a Gashapon item, another Toy Santa find. And the colors were perfect for Ruggy and Floyd. I couldn't say no to it. But I love that they sit on your shelf or anywhere, and it's really nice because, like, when I have nice buttons, I'm always worried about losing them, or I don't want to put a nice one on a bag or a coat or anything and have it get demolished. So this is a really nice way to display them without wrecking the hell out of them. I did get Floyd also. Because Ruggy, of course, is my immediate go-to. Floyd was a necessity after that, because look at him! He's so cute, with that little grin, I love it. But yeah, these frames were such a neat little thing, and it's great because they just, twist open, and, ooh, he's sticking in there. But they have that, they do have like a little plastic acrylic frame in here. I didn't realize, I was wondering why it was so smoky, and it had like, a peel layer off of there to fix, so it didn't get like wrecked in transit. But now we know, and now they look clear and nice, so they usually flank Ruggy on my shelf. I really love these. And I wanted to get one of these because I wanted to see how they made it, so if I could maybe like make it myself and make it better. I did get one of the embroidered badges, and I went with Cater, because he was so cheap. He was cheaper than Trey, which was kind of weird. But he's super beautiful. I love this. Like, I love the framing details on it. The only thing I don't like is the thread's a little shiny, so if, like, now it's catching the light completely wrong. Really hard to make out. There we go. He's dark, but at least you can kind of see it. But I love that it's their chibi details. All of it adorable. So this is something I definitely want to try to duplicate and see if I can make it better. Because it's obviously machined, It's better than some. I have seen some of these come out of Japan for different properties. Like, some of the Ghibli ones, surprisingly, are, like, really lacking in detail. Like, you have this big badge, and you're having, like, no details in these pictures. Like, come on, kids. Come on. I'm shelling out some good money here. Make me a better product. But these are really cute. I absolutely love it. I love the size. I wish they did more. And of course the phone rings as I'm trying to finish recording, so apologies for the poor jump cut in editing. Anyways, thank you for joining me. Hopefully you got a better look at some of the other merch if you're looking out there. I think I'll put some links in the description here for where I try to find all my things. Like, Toy Santa is my go-to for Gashapon items. Mandarake is always one of my go-to for secondhand items. A lot of things they sell, they like label as like, oh, tag damaged or box damaged, or maybe sometimes the box is opened, but the products are always like perfect condition. Like, I never have missing pieces or broken pieces. I've never gotten anything in poor condition, or any worse than what they've tried to describe it, in the listing. But they're wonderful. Surugaya is also one of my, they've been my number one sin lately with all of my Twist merch, for, of course, being in the late secondhand market there. But their prices aren't terrible for a lot of things. It's better than trying Yahoo auctions a lot of the time. You still need a proxy to use their Japanese version of the site, which personally I would recommend, just because I found from using the English version and the Japanese version, you find more items that way. You'll definitely want to have, like, keywords in Japanese saved, and I have like a list on a notepad, copy paste ready for when I'm looking for anything specific. But it is nice because if you type in like in kanji, like Twisted Wonderland, they have like a whole page you can click on, and it will bring up every character, so you can search specifically by character, which is nice. Otherwise, you're gonna have to like Google Translate is your friend, and figure it out, like, oh, you're looking for necklaces, oh, you're looking for pins. Cool. Translate it, pop it in there. It will come up. I use Zen Market as my proxy site. Their packing is wonderful. Like, I am very thrilled with their shipping. Sometimes their service is a little slow. It's definitely not the best. But like, when I do have had to interact with people for questions or anything, they're very polite. They are quick to respond with any issues like that, which I like. And like I said, they pack things so wonderfully. Like, I don't have to worry about if my box gets left out in the rain. Nothing's getting wet because everything is wrapped to, hell and back. So nothing will break, nothing will get wrecked. A+ for that, for sure. So thank you again for joining me. Stay tuned for some more reviews. They might end up being a little shorter than this one. Or they'll be longer again. Depends on what we got. But definitely stay tuned for the Nendo review for Ruggy. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.